Hello students, welcome back to today's class on comparing quantities using proportions, and today we are in lecture number 2. In the last class we have discussed what is a proportion, how to compare the quantities. Let's try to discuss more applications based on that. Right, my name is Avinash and I'm a graduate from IIT Kharagpur. Let's start today's session. So what is proportion, which we have discussed already in the last class, right? So we know already what is the ratio. Right, and when we are comparing or when we are trying to bring some relation between two ratios, A is to B and C is to D, and if these two are equal, right, if A is to B and C is to D, if these two are equal, or A is to B is as C is to D, that is how we read that. A is to B is as C is to D. That means if these two ratios are equal, we say they are in proportion. I'll give you a small example. For example, 2 is to 10 and 3 is to 15. So what happens in these two ratios? So it is 2 by 10 which is equal to 1 by 5, and it is 3 by 15 which is again equal to 1 by 5. So you can say that these two are equal. 2 is to 10, 3 is to 15 is also equal to 1 is to 5 is also equal to a lot of relations. Right? So all these are in proportion. We say if these two ratios are equal, they are in proportion. Okay, we read this as A is to B is proportionate to C is to D. A is to B is proportionate to C is to D, right? So that is how we try to bring some relations. And as a small example, if here, if you're talking about yellow balls. So out of 3 balls, 1 ball is yellow, and out of 6 balls, 2 balls are yellow. So these two are the same ratios. So these two, we say them, they are in proportion. In proportion, we don't talk about numbers. We don't talk how many balls we're having. We don't talk about how many number of balls, number of green balls, number of yellow balls, number of blue balls. But the final ratio, the final value of the ratio should be same throughout. Then we say they are in proportion. Okay, this is what we have discussed. And we also discussed one more question. Right, the income of Kumar for 3 months is 15,000. Okay, for 3 months it is 15,000. So let us say 3 is to 15,000. The months is to his expenditure. What is the income? That means 3 is to 15,000 or 3 ones 3 5s, right? So 1 is to 5,000, both are same, they are in proportion. 3 is to 15,000 or 1 is to 5,000, both are same. And if he earns the same amount for a month, right, how much will he earn in 5 months? See, for 3 months it is 15,000. Okay, so 3 months it is 15,000, which should be equal to some 5 months and some X rupees, which we don't know. What is that X rupees? We still don't know that, right? So how to solve this one? These are just fractions. These are just fractions. So it is 3 by 15,000. 3 by 15,000 is equal to 5 by X. 3 by 15,000 is equal to 5 by X, right? So 3 ones and 3 5. So that is 5,000. So if you cross multiply, this 1 X into 1 is X is equal to 5,000 into 5, which is 25,000. So for 5 months, his income will be 25,000, right? That's what we have discussed in the last class. And how many months will he earn to earn 95,000 rupees? So for 3 months, 15,000. For 3 months, if it is 15,000, for how many months? For how many months we get 95,000? We get 95,000. That is how we use a proportionate. A is to B and C is to D. These two are in proportions. So when we say in proportion, we can equate the fractions directly, right? So 3 by 15,000 is equal to X by 95,000. So once you solve this, you will get the answer. Let us try to verify that. So 000 and 000 gets cancelled on both the sides. 3 1s, 3 5s, right? So X is equal to 95 by 5. 95 by 5. So that is a 19. X is equal to 19, right? So he takes 19 months. He takes 19 months to get or to earn 95,000 rupees if he is earning at the rate of 3 months and 15,000 rupees. Right, so this is what we have discussed in last class. Once again, let's continue with more applications. The word percent, yes, even percentage we started in the last class, right? So what is a percentage? When we compare in the quantities, so we compare sometimes with percent. The word percent means per every 100. The word percent means per every 100 or for 100 or for 100. Symbol we use that as a percentage, not with this one. So this is symbol for percentage. This is symbol for a percentage, right? So it is a per 100. For example, I say I got 10 marks out of 100. I got 10 marks out of 100, so that is equal 10%. I said per every 100. For 100, I got 10 marks. Okay, some person will come and say that I got 90 marks out of the 100, so his percentage is 90%. His percentage is 90%. I don't understand. It's a percentage. You need to understand that. Right? 1%. 1% can be written as 1 by 100, and in decimal notation, we can also write that as 0.01. 93% can also be written as 93 by 100, which is a 0.93. I'll give, for example, 53%. 53%, which is 53 by 100, which is a 0.53. 53 by 100, which is a 0.53, right? So in that way, we have a lot of, we have different representation. You can write as 53%, you can write as 53 by 100, we can write as 0.53. The same thing happens with your school marks and everything, right? You have a couple of subjects, let's say you have 5-6 subjects, right? In every paper, let's say for 100 marks, and you get some marks and you calculate the percentage. So percentage, if you're getting, let us say you are getting 90%, 95%, 99, 98%, that means on an average in every subject, you got 98 marks out of 100. If you got only 30%, that is 35%. So that means on an average, you got 35 marks in every subject. That is how percentage can be related, right? So that's let's try to learn more about percentage. Last year, the cost of commodity was 40 rupees. So there is a case here. There is a real life case here, right? You know the cost of the prices, the cost of any when we are purchasing anything. So they may increase or decrease day by day, depending on the product. Not definitely every product will go on increasing its price. Sometimes due to the market's ups and downs, the price also will get down, right? So now, the cost of a commodity means some unit, okay? Let's say some box or something, a pen, ball. Last year, the cost of a ball was 40 rupees. Let's say the cost of a ball was 40 rupees. What happened? So this year, the cost of the same commodity increased to 50, from 40 to 50. We need to give 50 rupees now to purchase that. So now, definitely we know that from 40 to 50, there is some change. But the point is, how much difference? That's not the question. If it is how much difference, what is the difference between the cost? You can directly tell me 50 minus 40 is 10. You can directly tell me 50 minus 40 is 10. But what is the percentage change in its price? The point is, what is the percentage change in its price? So what we can say here? So percentage means per every 100. But here we are talking about 40 rupees or 50 rupees. Right? Let's see that. Okay. So what is the change in price? What is the actual cost? Last year cost is 40 rupees. From 40, okay. So the new cost is 50 rupees. So what is the change? Change in price is equal to 15 minus 10, which is 40. Sorry, 50 minus 40, which is 10. That is the percent. That is a change. We can see that. Okay, there is a change of 10 rupees. It's change of 10 rupees. Okay, 40. This 4 rupees 40. Rupees 40, right? So this again rupees 50. This year the cost of the commodity increased to 50 rupees. What is the percentage change in its price? What is the percentage change in its price? So now tell me. Okay. Percentage change is per every 100, but here we're talking about 40. So the percentage is how much change? The change is 10 by what is the actual cost it used to be there before by 40, 10 by 40, and that into 100 per every 100. So we multiply that with 100 percentage. Okay. So 0 and 0 gets cancelled. 4 ones and 4 25s. So the cost of the product is increased by 25%. From 40 rupees, it got increased by 20%, 25% of that 40 rupees, and we are getting 50 rupees. Let us calculate what is that 25%. Okay, so 25%, that is 25 by 100 of 40, let's say. 25% of 40, so 0 and 0 gets cancelled, right? So 25 into 4 is 100, 100 by 10, that is at rupees at 10. So 10 rupees, there is a change, right? 10 rupees, there is a change, that is a 25% change in its price. 25% change in its price, right? So let's try to move forward. So here we have a small question. 64% plus 20% plus some amount, or some percentage is equal to 100%. 64 plus 20 plus some X percentage should be equal to 100%. So see, when I'm talking about per 100, when I say per 100, so 100 percentage means the complete. It's a complete 100 by 100. Okay, 100 percentage means 100 by 100, which is equal to 1. 1 means a complete set. Complete set. That means always the sum of the percentages will be equal to 100%. Right? So this 64 plus 26 plus to 84, 84 percentage plus X will be equal to 100 percentage. So X is equal to 100 minus 84 percentage. 100 minus 84, you know, it is 16 percentage, right? So 100 minus 84 percentage, so it is a 16 percentage. So the difference 64% plus 20% plus 16% is equal to 100 percentage, right? 64 plus 20 plus 16 is equal to 100 percentage, right? So always the sum of the percentages in one situation will always be equal to 100. You cannot combine multiple situations and you cannot say that sir, it is crossing 100. Definitely it may. In one case, let's say you got 90%, another case some other person got 90%, and you cannot club these to say you got 180% in total. No, percentage we only talk about per 100. That means it cannot cross 100. Yes, there are places where we use 110%, 200%, 300%. It got increased so many number of times, right? But always the percentage in one situation, okay, 64% of something plus 20% of something is equal to 100% of something, right? So definitely the total should be equal to 100%. From there you get the answer 16%, right? Next one. 40% of a number is 800, then find the number. 40%, I told you percentage means per 100. Per 100. So 40%, so 40 by 100 of a number, what is that number? We don't know. Of a number X is equal to 800. Of a number X is equal to 800. So this 0 and 0 gets cancelled. Okay. 4 and 4 20s are 80. 4 20s are, right? So X by 100 is equal to 20. So X is equal to 2000. 2000. So 40% of this number should be equal to 800. Let's verify that. If you want to verify 40% of 2000, let's see what is that. 0 0 0 gets cancelled. 4 into is 8 and 0 0. So it is 800. Once again, 40% of a number is 800, then find the number. 40% of a number is 800, then find the number. So that will give you 2000 rupees. So 2000, what is the number? What is the quantity? It is a 2000. Right? Next one. Last year, the cost of 1000 articles was 5000. Last year, the cost of 1000 articles was 5000. Okay. This year it goes down to 4000. That means there is a decrease in price. Can you see that? There is a decrease in price. What is the percentage of decrease in price? Percentage of decrease. How much price got decreased? The price got decreased by, actually it should be 5000. Now it is 4000. So 5000 minus 4000 is 1000. So percentage of decrease means 1000 by the difference of what got decreased by what is the actual amount it used to be there? 5000. The actual amount is 5000, so into 100. That is how you calculate the percentage. Percentage is always with respect to 100. 000 and 000 gets cancelled. So it is 100 by 5. 100 by 5, which is a 20%. 100 by 5 is 20, so 20%. So what is the meaning of that? Last year when the cost of 1000 articles was 5000, now from 5000 it got reduced by 20%, and finally the price, the present cost is 4000 rupees. Understand? So that is how you try to calculate the percentage. Just a minute. Yeah, that is how you calculate to find the percentages. Let's move for the next question. By what percent is rupees 2000 less than rupees 2400? So we need to compare with this one. Next, is it the same as the percentage by which 2400 is more than rupees 2000? So now we need to compare with this quantity. So you need to understand the mathematics properly, the English wording properly. Say 2000 less than what? Actually, what is the actual quantity? 2400. That is the main thing. So what is the difference of these 2000 minus 2400? It is 400. right? So by what percent? By what percent means the change is 400. We are comparing with 2400, not with 2000. That is the only mistake you do. That is the only mistake you do. Instead of taking 2400, you take 2000. No. See, we are comparing 2000 with 2400. So 2400 should be in the denominator into 100. Right? So 0, 0, 0 gets cancelled. 4 ones, 4, 6. So it is 100 by 6. It is 100 by 6. So we can say that 6 and 100. So 6, 1, 6. Then 4, 0. 6, 6 is 36. Again 4.0. And that 6 continues. So it is 16.66 percentage. We round it up to 2 decimals. Okay. We don't go beyond that. It is a never ending. It is a recurring decimal. 0.6666 and so on. So we stop it at 16.66 percentage. Now, is it the same as the percentage by which 2400 is more than rupees 2000? So rupees 2000 is the main comparing quantity, right? So now again, percentage of the second case will be, okay, 2400 more than 2000. By what amount it is, by how much amount it is more? You can easily see that 2400 is this 2000. So there is a difference of 400. There is a difference of 400. So 400 by, so now it is very important. Again, don't try to confuse. Now the comparing quantity is 2000. Now the comparing quantity is 2000. So 2000 into 100. So 00 and 00 gets cancelled. Okay. So this 0 and 0 gets cancelled. 40 by 2. 40 by 2, which is a 20%. So once again, see here. From 2000 to 2400, when we're taking 2400 as a base, we got there is a change of 16.66 percentage. But here, when the base is 2000 and when we're going to 2400, we can say that the shift is by 20%. So there is a same. So now the question is it the same as? Is it the same as? I said no. The answer is no, these two are not the same quantities because the comparison quantity is different. There it is 2400, in the second case it is at 2000. So these two are two different things and we got two different ratios. Understand? Let's try to move for one more. If 9 out of 24 students scored below 75%, okay. So 9 out of 24 got below 75%. So now tell me, how many more students are there who got more than 75%? 24 minus 9, correct? 24 minus 9, which is 13, right? Not 13, sorry, 15. It should be 15, right? Okay, so more, we have 15 people. We have more 15 students who scored equal to or greater than 75%. See, here 9 by 24 is the people who got less than 75%, but here there are more 15 students who got equal to or greater than 75%. The question is, right, find the ratio means we need to compare two quantities. Ratio of students scored below 75%, that is 9. Okay, that is 9. The ratio of the students who scored below 75% to the students who scored 75% and above. 75 and above, we have 15. So 9 by 15 is the final required answer, which is 3 3s and 3 5s. So let's try to divide 5 and 3. 0.0. 5 6 are 30, which is 0. 5 6 are 30, which is 0. So which is a 0.6. Which is a 0.6. Understand? So now, what is the ratio of students scored below 75% to the students scored above 75% is a 0.6, or you can say 3 by 5. Or as it is as ratio, the final answer you can write as a 3:5. The ratio is a 3:5. This is the same value represented in fraction and decimal, but here as it is asked in ratio, just write it as a 3:5. All three answers are correct. Okay. So moving forward for the next question, Rehana receives 25% of the profit in each month. So she has a business, Rehana, right? So out of that business, there is some profit, and she takes 25% of the profit every month. Every month, let's say you have 4 rupees. Out of that, 1 rupee will be her. You have 100 rupees. You'll get 25 rupees from that, right? So Rehana receives 25% of the profit in each month. If Rehana received 2018 particular month, what is the total profit in that month? Okay, so 25%. The question is 25% of the profit is equal to 2080, right? So we need to find what is the total amount. Okay, so 25%, 25 by 100 into that x is equal to 2080. What is that 8? What is that x? That is the total amount. Total profit, x is total profit. We know that x equal total profit. X is total profit. 25% of the total profit is equal to 2080, right? So 25 ones, 25 fours. So x by 4 is equal to 2080. So x is equal to 2080 into 4, which is 208 into 4. So 8 4s are 32, 4 0s 0 3, 4 2s are 8, which is 8320. 8320, 208 into 4, 8 4s are 2, 4 0s 0 3, 4 4s are 4 2s are 8, 8320. So that is the total profit. Total profit is 8,320 rupees. Out of that, her share of 25% will be 2,080 rupees in that particular month. Right? I hope you're understanding all these topics. One more question, then we'll stop it here. A farmer obtained a yielding of 1,720 bags of cotton last year. Right? So there is a farmer who is growing cotton-related plants, and he got total 1,720 bags in the complete year. But this year, she expects her crop to 20% more. Good. From 1720, she is expecting 20% more than last year. How many bags of cotton does she expect this year? So, if 1720 is the case of the last year, out of that 20% we need to take there. That amount will be, is her exceed this year's expects her crop to be 20% more. So, that many bags will be more number of bags, and the total number of things will give you the total number of bags, how many bags she is expecting, right? So I hope you understood the question, so please try it properly, right? So that's all for today's class, and that's all for this chapter. In the coming class, we're going to have a small practice session on the same topic, comparing quantities using proportions, right? Thank you so much, students. Stay tuned to get the next lecture. Thank you.